Welcome to the Conference.ie user training video. In this video we will explain how to use Conference.ie for managing your conference. We'll go through a step-by-step process from getting logged in to setting up your web pages and uploading images and documents, and also managing your registration database and abstracts registration database. Another item which I need to point out about using the content management system is that it will only work on Internet Explorer 7 or lower. It will not work on Internet Explorer 8 or above. It will also not work on Google Chrome or Firefox, and it will not work on an Apple Mac or tablet. It can only work on Internet Explorer 7 or lower on a PC or laptop. This does not affect the front end of the website. However, for delegates registering, they can register on Apple Macs, tablets, mobiles, Firefox or Chrome. It's only for the editing suite. To get logged in, please click on the link to the backend login. Also remember your username and password, as you will need these to get logged in. When you've been brought to the login page, please enter your username and password in the fields below and click OK. When you've successfully logged in, you will be brought through to a conference administration menu. In this menu, you will have the conference which you are managing listed. There may be a number of conferences listed in this menu, depending on how many conferences you have managed in the past. Please select the conference which you wish to edit. You will then be brought to the main menu for editing the conference website. Step 2 is setting up your conference web page. At the top of this menu, you have the option of Site Page Administration. Please click here. In Site Page Administration, I'm given 3 options: Edit your pages, Upload an image, and View image library. Before I click into Edit your pages, I always upload any images I may need to use. For example, images of campus, conference logos, sponsor logos. So let's click into Upload an image, and I will explain how to do that. At the bottom of this page we're given a number of options: Site Header, Conference Logo, Standard Image, and No Image Limit. Above these options there's a diagram explaining what they relate to. Although you can change the conference logo image at the top left of your page, which is set at the NUI as the NUI Galway logo, or the site header image, which appears across the top of your page, which is set as the quadrangle building, we ask you not to change these images unless you have specific images designed for websites, or they will distort the layout of your page. You can upload images for the body of the web page without any limitations on the size or dimensions of the image. To do this, select No Image Limit. This allows you to upload images of any size. Title the image whatever it might be: conference logo, speaker's name. Browse your computer to find the image and click on the image to upload and click Open. Double click here to upload the image. Once we have uploaded the images which we need, we can begin editing our pages. Please click in to Edit your pages. In here you will have a menu at the top which will allow you to manage your home page, add a new main page, and add a new sub page. You will also be able to delete sub pages and main pages, and also manage home page graphics. Before I begin to edit my pages, I need to point out some specific notes in relation to this area of the site. If you are using Internet Explorer 8 or above, this area of the website will not work or run correctly. So you will need to make some temporary changes to your web browser so that you can use this area. To do this, you will need to temporarily convert your Internet Explorer 8 or above back to Internet Explorer 7. To do this, if we go to Tools, or the Tools icon at the top right hand corner of your web browser, on my web browser it's this little wheel icon at the top right hand corner. When I click on this, it opens up a drop down menu. In this menu I need to go down to F12 Developer Tools. When I select on this, it opens a menu at the bottom of my page. You need to go to the option of Emulation, which is over on the right hand side of this menu, and then in this option here we have Document Mode. At the moment it's set to default, which is the current web browser, but I need to switch that back to 7. And then also in user agent string at the bottom, where it also says default, I need to select Internet Explorer 7. Now this web page will operate as if it were Internet Explorer 7. I can minimize this menu down to the bottom so that it's out of my way and doesn't block my view. Also, before we begin editing our pages, please open the front end of your conference web page in a tab beside the back end so that you can switch back and forth between the two as you make changes to see how they will look. There is a link to the front end of your conference web page in the email which you will receive from me. It will be below the username and password. Please click on this link now. This will open the front end of your conference web page. For this training session we're using International Association Conference 11th of June 2018. As you can see, your page is blank at the moment because we haven't input any images or text into our web page. On the left hand side is our menu bar. At the top and fixed to the top is the welcome or home page. This will always be at the top of this menu, and then when you insert main pages or sub pages, they will then appear below this welcome in this menu, bringing abstract submission, registration submission and contact information all to the bottom of the menu. Now let's click over to the back end of our web page so that we can begin editing our pages. I'll begin with Manage Home Page. In here you will see our editing suite. At the top of this page, which is unique to the Manage Home page, you have option to change the name of your conference, the dates, and also to publish and archive this conference. Before you publish the conference, we ask you to contact our office first so that we may have a quick look through your website to make sure everything is in order. Below this option we have our text options. You can insert your bullet points, your numbering, bold, italic, underline, font size, left and right alignment, and also copy and paste, cut and paste. Below text we have images. This is where we can insert our images. In this drop down menu you will have a list of all the images you've uploaded to your image library. On the left hand side you'll have some options to wrap your text around the image to the left and to the right, and also to delete the images. Below images we have links. This is where you will create your hyperlinks to external web pages and also to other documents which you will upload, which we will go through later on in this training video. Below these options is our text box. Here you can type directly into this location, or what I suggest is that you type up all your content in a Word document first so that you can do your spell and grammar checks. Here's some text from a previous conference. When you are happy with your text and have done your spelling and grammar checks, you can begin to transfer it over to your conference editing suite. But you cannot copy directly from Word into the editing suite, as Word has its own HTML running in the background which can affect your web page. You need to copy the text from Word into Notepad. Notepad can be found in your Start menu in all programs, files, accessories. You need to paste the text from your Word document into Notepad, as it will strip away all of that HTML which runs in Word. You can then copy the text directly from Notepad into your editing suite. You may lose some formatting which you will need to redo in this editing suite. If you need to do your paragraphs, bullet points, etc., they will all be possibly stripped away in Notepad. Once you've pasted over your text, please click Save Page to save the work which you have done. Please then click back into Manage Home Page. As you will see, your text has been saved. You can then make changes and edits to your text and paragraphs as you would with a Word document with the text options above. Here you can now also insert your images. For example, I'm going to insert a conference logo image, NUIG logo. I've selected it in the drop down menu and I'm going to click Insert. As you can see, the image is a little bit large for the page, but I can resize this by grabbing on the corners to minimize it down to the size which I would like it to be. I can then also have the text wrap around this image. I'm going to bring the text back up so that it's beside the image. Click on the image to highlight it. And then with these two icons here, I can have the text wrap around the image to the left or wrap around the image to the right. This can make your page look nice and neat. Now for creating links or hyperlinks, you may wish to link to a website relating to your conference. For this sample, I'm using google.ie. Type or paste the address into the address bar here at the top. Then go down into the body of your text and highlight the word which you want to be the hyperlink. Then click Add Link. This word will then become the hyperlink to that web address. This is all of the editing tools in the editing software, which will be the same as you go from page to page and subpage to subpage. To add a new main page, click Add a new main page. Title the page whatever it might be, program, speakers, etc. And also title the menu link and insert page. As you can see, this page now appears below these options at the top and in main pages options. When I click into program, as you can see, it is very similar to the welcome homepage management, except for the options at the top are slightly different. You can change the name of the title menu and text here, and you can also change the sort order in which that page will appear in your menu bar on your home page. I'm going to click over to your home page now to show you how this will look. As you can see, there is no change to your welcome page or program, as I have not refreshed this page yet. So please click refresh page. As you can see now, we have all the text which we've inserted onto our welcome or home page, our hyperlink to our external web page, and also we've added in a new main page program which now appears underneath welcome and is blank. I'm going to click back over to the back end of the web page. As you can see, it has enter your text here. You can do the same again from copying from your Word document into Notepad and then directly into this text area here, and use it as you would with the welcome homepage. You can then also add in subpages. Subpages become a subpage of one of the main pages. This is particularly useful for pages such as speakers or accommodation, where you may have a number of other different options. As we only have one option in this drop-down menu program, this is the only one we can select. But this could be your speakers page, etc. Then title the subpage whatever it may be. So if it were relating to your speakers, it would title it by the speaker's name, Professor X or Dr. No, and then insert record. As you can see, the subpage Professor X has appeared over to the right hand side of program. When we click in here, again it is the exact same editing suite as we have in our other pages. It is similar to the program page, but this sort order is the sort order of which this subpage will appear under program or speakers page. I'm going to click over to our front end page. I'm just going to save this quickly. On our front end page, when we click on program, we now see our drop down option opening up Professor X. Now I'm going to click back over to the back end of our website. So we've gone through manage our home page, add a new main page and add a new sub page. To delete a main page and a sub page, we simply click into delete main page or delete sub page and select the page we want to delete. Manage homepage graphics is where you will insert the new headers or logos which you have designed for your conference. Again, please only do this if you have a specific logo or banner designed for your conference. Below manage home graphics, we have document admin. In document admin, we can upload documents which we want to make accessible to our conference delegates, such as maps of campus and parking permits. To do this, we click into new document to upload, title the document whatever it might be, parking permit, map of campus, etc. Browse your computer to find where the document is located, select the document and click open. Then click submit. Your document will then appear in this menu here of documents which have been uploaded to the website. The most recent documents are at the bottom of this list. I'm going to use this program document which has most recently been updated today for a sample. As I click in here, we can see this red text hyperlink link to this document. I need to copy this text out, cancel out of the document, back out of document admin. It's kicked me all the way back out to the main menu. I need to go back into site page administration and edit your pages. Now I'm going to insert this link to this document on our program page. So I'm going to highlight the text here. Well, sorry, first I need to paste the link into the address bar. Then I highlight the text which I want to be the hyperlink to this document, and then I click Add Link, and then Save Page. I'm going to click back over to the front end to show you how this will look. So this document was uploaded to our program page. As you can see, I've used this text here to make I've turned this text here into our hyperlink. It asks me, is this file safe or is it ready to open? And you click yes. As you can see, it's downloading from the web page now. As you can see, this document is actually a Excel document, but you can upload any type of document, Word, PDF, etc. Now that we've set up our web pages, we can then set up our abstract registration pages and registration pages. These options for administering these are below site page administration, abstract administration, and then registration administration. Before we go in to set up our registration pages, we need to first allow these pages and submission forms to appear on the web page. Halfway down this menu, we have an option for Allow Abstract and Registration Submission. Please click in here. As you can see, there's two tick boxes, one beside Abstract and one beside Registration. Depending on which one you want to allow or which one you want to use, please tick the box beside the ones that you want to use. I'm going to tick both so that we can explain both of them to you, and then click Update. I'm going to quickly click over to the front end to show you how this will look. As you can see, we have our Abstract Submission page here. There's a fixed form document, some options for selecting on how to upload the document and what types of themes and tracks it may appear under. I'll show you how to set all these up now when we go in through it. And then the option to browse your computer to find the file. Abstracts can only be submitted in PDF format on our website. I'll click over to Registration Online. Again, this is another kind of fixed form document which asks for people's contact details. The registration fee, we have a number of registration fees set up here from previous conference training sessions. Below this we have accommodation details. This is where you can allow delegates to book accommodation directly through the website, although we only use this when using Corrib Village as accommodation for the conference. Below this again we have our social options events. We have a conference dinner, welcome reception, and you can allow delegates to book places for these depending on whether they want to go or not. And you can also apply a charge to these if you wish to break down the registration fee specifically for these events. Below this we have workshops, depending on whether you have a number of breakout sessions, you can allow people to choose which one may be most suitable to them. This can help you then coordinate your classrooms and programming of your event, depending on the number of people who wish to attend each workshop. Below this we have some extra comments and extra requirement sections. This is where people may input details if they have any special requirements in terms of accessibility to venues, and also catering requirements if they have any allergies. The total price of their conference registration will then be calculated into this text box here, and they can then submit it and make a credit card payment online. I'm going to click back over to the back end now. And I'm going to first start with Abstract Administration, which is below Site Page Administration. In here we have View Abstract Database and View Abstract Database Excel spreadsheet. This is where you can view the abstract database online. As you can see, we have uploaded a number of documents in other previous training sessions. So you have the person's contact name, their abstract registration number, the title of their abstract, and then a link to their abstract. I'm going to click on this for a sample and click Open to allow, which opens a PDF document as it's been uploaded in PDF. They all have to be uploaded in PDF. This is just a map of campus which we used for a sample. I click back over to the back end. Below View Abstract Database we have View Abstract Database Excel spreadsheet. This is where you can download an Excel spreadsheet of everybody who's submitted an abstract for your conference. There will also be a link to their abstract, so you can email this Excel spreadsheet to your colleagues to review each of the abstracts submitted. Below this, before we have some options for setting up our registration page. We have abstract types. This is where we will set up the types of abstracts. Generally, there are just two types, oral or poster board. Just type in the type of abstract which you want to have people submit under, oral, and then poster board. You can then also set up abstract tracks or themes. As you can see, I have two sample ones already in here, but to add in a new one, we add abstract tract, and then title in the theme, whichever it may be. Once we have done this, our abstract registration form will be complete. I will click over to the front end and just quickly show you what that will look like. I'll click on abstract submission. Again, we have the fixed document form where it asks for the contact details of the person submitting the abstract. They can then select under abstract type, oral or poster, and then select the theme which they are submitting under. They can title their document whatever it may be, theme 3, John Doe. They can browse their computer to find the PDF file and then click OK and submit. They will then receive an email receipt telling them that they have, confirming that they have submitted their abstract. Now let us look at registration administration. In here again we have the view registration database online and download registration spreadsheet, similar to in abstract submission. Below this we have fees administration, accommodation administration, social events administration and notes administration. To set up our conference registration fees, we do this in fees administration. As you can see, we have a number of options already created here from previous training sessions. But to add in a new fee, we simply click add a new fee, title it whatever it may be. If it's just one registration fee, you can just title this registration, or if you have a number of different options, you can have a student registration fee, a waged registration fee, etc., or OAPs. That sort of thing. It's also good to have an early bird and a late registration so that you can encourage registrations before a certain date. Also below fee name we have fee description. You can just include a brief description of what their fee may include in terms of tea, coffee, lunch, break, etc. In the price menu, or in the price option, we need to insert the price. If it's a free registration, you need to put in 0 so that the system can pick up on it, or if it's €100, just simply put in 100 and then insert record. As you can see, it appears here at the bottom of this list here, €100 for a student. I'm going to click back out again. So we've set up our fees. We can also set up our accommodation administration if you are using accommodation in Carb Village only. In here, as you can see, we've set up a number of fees previously. We have new accommodation. To insert a new accommodation type, title it whatever it might be, Carb Village Ensuite, B&B, Carb Village Standard B&B, whatever it may be. And then you can insert a description, includes continental breakfast, a single ensuite room, etc., and then the price for that, whatever it may be. If it's for a single or a double, we will send you on the rates for that. Then social events administration. This can be used to help you gather numbers for the various social events you may be running. As you may know, not everybody may attend your social events for various reasons, so it is a good idea to get an indication of how many people coming to the conference will also be attending the social events. To add in a new social event, you simply click new social event, title it whatever it might be, conference dinner, tour to the Aran Islands, etc. Give a brief description of what it includes, and then the price. You can include a price specific for that event so that you can have the people who are going to be attending these events pay directly for it. And then click insert record. Notes administration is about what, oops a daisy. Notes administration is a fixed note which they will receive when they've registered, just thanking them for their registration. So that's setting up your registration page. You may have to check delegates login or delegates registration details if they've submitted, if they've registered for the conference. They may not have received an email stating that they have registered for the conference. This may be because they have input the wrong email address, or some other issues may arise. If they do contact you, you can log into the back end, click into the registration and view registration database online, find the person's name and click into their registration form. You can then scroll down and see what they've selected, any notes they may have put in, and you can see their email address here. This is usually a common mistake which can be made, so check here first. Check to see that the email address that they're emailing you from is the same as the email address on this registration. If it's not, simply click up at the top at Edit this register, delete out the email address which is in the box, and paste in the email address, the correct email address for that delegate, and scroll down to the bottom and click Update Record. Then click back into that person's name, and at the top you have email confirmation email. This will reset. So we clicked into the view database online for those issues that may arise as people begin to register for your conference. Once everybody is registered, usually maybe a week or so before the conference, you can close off registration and download a registration Excel spreadsheet. Simply click on Download Registration Spreadsheet. And then click OK, and it will ask you, is the file safe? You can click yes, and as you can see, it's opened up this Excel document here for us. Here you can see you have the registration number of the delegate, the date they registered, their name, address, email address, etc. What social options they've selected, accommodation details if they selected any accommodation details, if they've cancelled, paid by credit card, etc. The cost that they've paid, the workshop options. In extra notes you may see some of the notes that they may have put in their special requirements in terms of dietary and access. You can then also run a mail merge from this document to a document for doing up your name badges, and then also for your sign in and registration sheets. You'll have the first name, last name and contact details of all your delegates in one location. Now that we've set up our registration fees and our accommodation and social options, and gone through how to view our registration database online and download an Excel spreadsheet, we can click back out to the main menu. Let's recap. We've gone through our site page administration, where we edit our pages, upload images and documents. We've gone through abstract administration, where we set up our abstract submission form and manage abstracts as they come in. We've also done this with registration administration. We've set up our registration fees, our accommodation fees, social options fees, and then how to manage them as they come in on an ongoing basis. These are the three main options in this menu which will relate to you, including also then the allow abstract submission registration form and also allow accommodation detail submission. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. You can contact us by phone on 091 495 330 or by email at conference@nuigalway.ie.